Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I'm super excited today because we're going to be opening up one of my favorite boxes ever, Sam's Bead box, and it's the September edition. And if you're not familiar with Sam's Bead box, I'll leave some information down below along with a coupon code in case you're interested. I'll leave a link to the website so you can go check it out. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and see what's in this box. And here we have Sam's Bead box for the month of September 2023. The name of this box is Mid-Century Style. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's take a look. It says, "We're so excited to collaborate with Neely Patel, designer, friend, and owner of Silver Silk and more. For our September box, Silver Silk offers a suite of knitted wire jewelry chains that are a joy to design with, so of course we included some in this box. If it's your first time using Silver Silk, we hope you'll join us for our classes with Neely on September the 20th at 3 p.m. Pacific Time and the 22nd at 2:30 Pacific Time. Sam." And further down it says, and this is a message from Neely, "I love mid-century modern design for its clean lines, minimalist elements, bold colors, and organic influences. When I design, I like to focus on geometric shapes and how I can manage different textures to create something that feels timeless. While it's no secret that I have an affinity for jewel tone greens, this box is also filled with mixed metallics and warm wood tones which highlight that mid-century feel. The included Silver Silk pipe chain features a brown tube with a gorgeous knitted gold overlay to match our palette. This box will be great for creating fall-inspired designs for your wardrobe. Please share your creations in our Facebook groups, Sam's Bead Shop Gem Chat and Silver Silk Silkies with the hashtag SamsBeadBox September 23 and tag us on Instagram at Sam's Bead Shop and at Silver Silk and more." Well, that's really nice. And here's the contents. As you can see, there are quite a few items. And here's some yummy candy. Let's go ahead and open it up. And look at this, guys. Look at these gorgeous colors. Oh my goodness. And there's the Silver Silk pipe chain. Isn't that gorgeous? It really is. Let me get organized and we'll go through each item. And here are all the strands. I absolutely love these colors, especially the greens. They're so beautiful. But I'm also loving these wooden beads. They definitely add an organic influence. Let's take a look at these lovely ones here. These are so unique, guys. Look at that. They're green, but they have a little bit of a bronze plating on top or a bronze wash. But the wash is kind of distressed. I'm not sure if you can see that. But anyway, these are English cut beads and they measure 10 millimeters in size and we get a total of 8. They're so beautiful, guys. I love these. Let's take a look at these. The finish is very similar. They have the same beautiful bronze effect on top of that glass. These are 5 polished faceted rounds and these measure 6 millimeters and we get a total of 25. These are really gorgeous. I love these. Let's take a look at these now. This is called wood jasper or imitation malachite, and they definitely do look like malachite. They're dyed green, and they measure between 6 and 6.5 millimeters. And this is a 7-inch strand. I love that Sam's Bead box includes large beads as well as smaller beads. And those are really beautiful. And let's take a look at these gorgeous wood beads. Aren't these unique? They're so unique looking. These are called African Wenge wood tube beads, and they're 8 millimeters long. I'm not sure how thick they are. They might be 7 millimeters, I think. And this strand measures 7.5 inches. I like working with wooden beads, but the ones I've worked with are usually round, so I really like that shape. And let's take a look at these melon beads. There are 25 in this strand, and these measure 6 millimeters in size, and the color is dark amber with a silver wash. Very pretty. I love melon beads. Let's take a look at these tiny ones. These are English cut beads, and the color is bronze, but it's a very dark bronze, which I really like. And these measure 3.5 millimeters in size, and we get 50 in this strand. These are so cute. I love these. And I love that color. And here we have some more wooden beads. This is a pretty long strand. It measures 14.5 inches. And these are Burmese rosewood smooth round beads. They measure between 8 and 8.5 millimeters. And the color of these beads is really pretty. I love it. Look how much variety we have already. And I haven't even looked at the loose beads yet. And here we have 2 strands of clear beads. We have these little ones. These measure 4 millimeters in size. They're fire polished faceted rounds. They're clear, but they're lined in gold, which really does show through. I love it. And these have the same effect. They're clear, but they're gold lined. But these measure 8 millimeters in size. I really like those facets. Very pretty. And this palette is really gorgeous. I love it. It's definitely very bold. It's definitely very rich. Let's take a look at the loose beads now. Here are the next 4 items. As you can see, we have some gorgeous greens again. And I'm loving these beads here. They're so beautiful. Let's take a look at these. I'm going to thread them on my rod. These are called turbine beads. And the color is green silk mixed Picasso. And they measure 11 by 13 millimeters. I love the beautiful center band. I've seen these before, but I haven't seen them with this decorative band in the middle. Very, very nice. Let's take a look at these now. These are agate star cut beads and they're dyed green. What a lovely cut that is. It really is. And I love that there's a variation in the green color. Some of them are lighter and some of them are darker. And there's even a little bit of banding in one of them, this one right here. Aren't these pretty? They're so pretty. They measure 9.5 millimeters and they're very glossy too. I like that. Let's take a look at this one now. This is a check glass mosaic oval, and the description says that the color varies. It actually looks very green to me. I know you can't see it because it's a very dark green, but it is transparent. It measures 12 by 25 millimeters. Let me put something white behind it. Maybe you can see it better. I'm not sure if you can see how beautiful that green is. It's very pretty. And as you can see, the design is on both sides. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of an Art Deco design. And it looks like it might be about 6 millimeters thick, something like that. Very pretty. Let's take a look at these lacy beads. As you can see, there's a total of 5. And I always get a kick out of the name of these beads. I think they're called lacy beads because the design resembles lace a little bit. I think that's why they're called lacy beads, but I really don't know. But anyway, there are 5 colors here. Each one is different. And these measure 13 millimeters. And these coin beads are a little bit puffy, as you can see, but not a lot. I love how these sit on a necklace. They really do look beautiful. Let me see if I can shine a light behind them so you can see the color. I'm not sure if you can see them, but the middle one is green, and then we have some that are kind of amber. I'm not sure what color that is. That looks like a smoky color. Let's take a look at these over here. There's another green one on the left. I really like these. They are absolutely gorgeous. I should have used the light on this one too. Can you see the green? Isn't that gorgeous? It's a really pretty green. Let me get some more beads. Here are the next 4 items. I love this beautiful mix here. And once again, we have lots of options. It's going to be super easy to work with this collection. Look at this interesting pendant. It's jasper, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Kembaba, and it's a square pendant. I think I pronounced it correctly. As you can see, it's front drilled, and it measures 35 millimeters. How unique is that? It's definitely very unique. I love the swirls in this jasper. Very pretty. Let's take a look at these brios. As you can see, there are 2 colors here. The lighter ones are green opal Picasso luster, and the darker ones are jet black with bronze. Aren't these beautiful? Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. And actually, the darker ones are a little bit different than the lighter ones. If you'll notice, the darker ones are flat on the back or table cut, and the other ones are domed on both sides. Let me get a light behind them. Let me do it this way. Isn't that a beautiful shade of green? It really is. Let's take a look at this one now. That one's actually not very transparent at all. In fact, I think it's opaque. And they measure 12 by 15 millimeters. Let's take a look at these now. These 2 are pretty large. And then we have a whole bunch of smaller ones. There's only 4 smaller ones here, but we actually get 8. And these are fire polished faceted rounds. The color is emerald. The larger ones measure 14 millimeters and the smaller ones measure 8 millimeters. I love this shade of green. It's so rich. Let's take a look at these now. This mix is called a geometric mix. We have 2 long diamond-shaped beads. These measure 7 by 24 millimeters. And the ones on the left are called geometric ovals, or geo-ovals, and they measure 10 by 14 millimeters. Look at this pretty color here. It's like an amber color. And even though we have different shapes here, all of these would actually look really nice on a necklace together. I really like these. Let me get some more beads. And here we have some more interesting shapes and different materials as well. As you can see, we have more wooden beads there, or focals. I love the color of these pebble chips. Let's take a look at them. Here are some of them. It's not all of them, obviously. We have a whole bunch. I think there's a total of 60 pieces. The color of these pebble chip beads is green Picasso luster, and they measure 2.5 by 5 millimeters. What a beautiful green this is. It's definitely a muted green, kind of a smoky green. I love the shape of these too. It's very interesting. And you can use them individually, or you can stack them like this. And since there are so many of them, I'm probably going to stack them like this. I'm going to have to think about it. These are really pretty. Let's take a look at these now. These actually have pretty large holes, as you can see. The description says these are specialty wood focals. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is, but it's really pretty. The color is very similar to that rosewood that I showed you earlier. And then we have these 2 focals. Now you can use these as is, or you could maybe do some fancy wire work, or you could even paint them. There are lots of possibilities. Let's take a look at these now. As you can see, they're drilled across the top. That's one of the reasons I like to use these rods. These are called twist brios, and there are 2 colors. There's bronze and there's hematite, and they measure 6 by 16 millimeters. I think there's 6 of each color. I really do love these. I think they're so unique, and even though they're kind of metallic looking, they're going to look great with the wooden beads. They're going to add a little bit of contrast, I think. Let's take a look at these now. These are listed as earring pairs, and you can see why. There are 2 of each. And actually, these 2 together would make a great earring, wouldn't they? You can just connect them like this, and that's all you need to do. I really like these. There are 2 shapes, as you can see. We have the Art Deco fans, and then we have these long faceted drops. The base color of the glass is black, but then it has that beautiful Picasso finish. The fans have it all over, but the drops have it on the base. Isn't that cool? It's so cool. And by the way, the fans measure 17 millimeters across, and the drops measure 8 by 20 millimeters. Let me get some more beads. And here are the last 3 items. As you can see, we have the gorgeous silver silk pipe chain. I have such a hard time saying silver silk. I'm not sure if you have the same problem, but it's a bit of a tongue twister for me. But isn't it lovely? Look at this, guys. It's such a beautiful material to use on a necklace or bracelet. We get 12 inches, and as you can see, the wire is gold, and the rubber tube inside is brown. And it has a hole that's 1 millimeter in diameter, which means you could feed beading wire through it if you wanted to. You don't have to. And I love these gorgeous end caps. They measure 5 millimeters across, and as you can see, there's a total of 6. Let's take a look at these beads here. As you can see, these are rondelle shaped. They're called hex rondelles. The color is hematite, and they measure 8 millimeters across by 3 millimeters thick, and there's a total of 15. Aren't these interesting? They're so interesting. Let's take a look at these. These have a geometric design, as you can see. The color of the bead is jet black, and then it has those silver triangles, and they measure 14.5 millimeters. Very pretty. Let me go ahead and arrange everything on my board so you can see the entire collection. Well, here's the entire collection, the mid-century style collection, and it's such an amazing array of shapes and sizes and textures. I love these large green crystals and the smaller ones as well, with that beautiful distressed bronze effect. And the touch of hematite here and there is really interesting. It's not something that I would put together myself, so I really appreciate it when somebody else takes the time to curate these colors. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I sure did. I'm looking forward to working with this box. It's so beautiful, and I'm really excited about working with the silver silk. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.